So I'm sitting in my office, and as you can see behind me, there's lots of wiring, and that's all my internet connection, and yeah, there's some stuff there. Here's where I actually spend not a fair bit. I spend a bit of time here because I enjoy doing what I'm doing. I work mostly online at home. I bring my kids to school in the morning, and then I come home and I spend some time in my office, and then in between that I do some laundry, I get meals ready, I enjoy being home, being able to provide for my family. Here's one of the things that I'm really starting to see and really enjoy. I was able to have a conversation with a young lady from New Hampshire yesterday, and she had actually called me. A friend of mine had done a few Craigslist ads for my Xperia business, and she had actually signed up for a free member, and I in turn responded and sent her a personal email to her just to introduce myself to her. And sure enough, half an hour later, she picked up the phone. So today we tried to do a follow-up call with her. She wasn't able to pick up the phone, so hopefully we get some follow-up with her the next day or two. Getting to be Christmas, it might be a little bit tough to pull this one off, but we're going to keep trying. She has some great potential, and she has a handle on what to do and how to do it. She's a young mom, lots of energy, wants to have some experience with product as well, so that's going to be awesome. And yeah, that'll be good. So the nice thing about being able to work from home is I can work the schedule around the way I want. So one of the challenges of working from home is you can get diverted very easily. You get on your Facebook, you get on your internet, you get on your emails, and you go back and forth. And sometimes an hour later, you feel like all you've been doing is circles and reading and other things. So one of the things I've really had to hone in on is really making my list of things to do and getting them done. So it's getting better all the time, and for that I'm very grateful, because there is so much potential, and I see so much potential. So I am pretty blessed here. I have a double screen set up here, so I can have one window open in front of me, and I can have another window open on my other screen. I'm able to pop back and forth and do a lot of things, and I want to work a little bit more with my Empower, because I know my Empower has lots of power to do things for me. So it's now working a plan and setting a plan in place so that I can implement it, so I can start taking advantage of the many things I have going on. I love being a part of a few things, and my goal was always to have multiple streams of income. So that's what I'm shooting for. I love the health and wellness of this Xperia. I love the benefits that I have with this Xperia. I love the support system I have with this Xperia. But if I set it up right, it can run actually virtually on its own. So that's how I want to set it up. So Empower Network is another one. I mean, I could, with any one of them, though, it does take focus, it takes time, it takes energy. So whatever you spend time on one, you take that from the other. So one of the challenges of working with multiple companies and doing multiple businesses at the same time is you may have to focus energy, so many hours a day on one business, and then on the next business, and then on the next business, understanding that life happens. I may get someone that drops in for lunch, or which I do limit, because I like to have appointments more so than people dropping by. But there are times when someone will call, and the day is just one of those days, and you need to just step out and do some things. So these are all good things. That's all the beauty of working at home. That's why I work at home, so I can have that freedom to be able to pick up and move and do what I'd like to do. And yeah, it's all good. It's all good. It's all starting to take shape. I see the year ahead. I see some big changes, and yet it's quite possible that we may not have many changes, but I do know we're going to be dealing with a bit of a roller coaster. We do have some issues with next door that we need to deal with, so it's all good. It will work out, and as far as I'm concerned, it's all going to work out the way it's intended to work out, because God has a much bigger plan than we do. We just have to sometimes work what we have set out, understanding that the bigger plan sometimes has different ideas for us. So with that in mind, I'm very grateful for each day that I have. I'm grateful for the opportunities I have with my family and my kids. For me, the main focus is really getting us back on track on being that structured Christian family that we intended to be from the time we got married and had kids. And it's been a tough road to get it back to where it was. We've gotten diverted and put our attention to many other places, and lost our attention and lost that focus of that God-centered family. And when you do things, there's always consequence. So now you have to deal with the consequences and try and pull that all back together. So that's going to take time. It's going to take patience. It's going to take understanding, and it's going to take consistency. And that's really what I'm all about right now. And that's what I love. And I'm really grateful for the opportunity to have this, because this really puts things into focus for me. It gets me in front of a camera, so I'm not so camera shy. I'm not worried about making mistakes. I can trip up. It's all right. People understand. What I was really struck by yesterday, because when I sent my invite out, or when I sent my personal email, I put in there, I am a mom of 7 doing this business from home. So when I spoke to this young lady, her name is Kathy, she says, well, I only have 3. I says, look, I says, 1 is just as much work as 3, which is just as much work as 7. It just happens to be a few more bodies. But whatever your situation is, you find a way to make it work and work best for you and your family. And that's what this is all about. So am I any different of a superwoman than you are? Absolutely not. I'm a little further in life than you are right now, because you have a very little one. But I've been there, done that. So I understand. If this is going to take you some time to get things going, I understand that. Just understand that I'm here for you. And that's what I wanted to make clear. I'm here. I am a mom. I've been there. I've done that. I want you to realize that this is what it's about. I'm here. I'm not going to be at your beck and call. I will be available for you. You have questions, I will be there to answer you. I will direct you to where you can find the answers. Because I'm not going to be doing all the work for you either. That's one of the things I did learn with Empower. We need to be the messenger. You need to get that information out there. But the people that want to make money are the ones that are going to make money, and they're going to make the effort to make the money. So, and me included. There's a reason that my income's not huge right now. It's because I haven't spent enough time and had enough drive to make the money, because I have a few other things that I want to keep priority, and they're not necessarily money making, but the returns on them are much greater. Personal returns and Christian returns and influence on my kids, to me, doesn't have a value. It's so priceless that that's always going to come before the dollars and the cents. Do I think I'm worthy of some big bucks? It will come in its time, because I'm putting the priorities in place where they need to be. I am fully understanding and fully confident that as I have these priorities in place, and as I express these priorities, that these are the things that are going to be attractive. I am bound and determined to keep my family and my kids as first and foremost. And I want my family and my kids to reap the benefits of what I do. And that's the whole intention and the whole goal. And I'm really hungry, so I'm going to go get some lunch.